could have saved this girl.
There's only one person you need to save.
Watch out. Tide's coming in.
I know where the sun rises, and I know where the sun sets.
Hello, I'm the Dad Panther, variety streamer, content creator, master of none. Why am I talking like this? Because the show made me think bad things could happen in Cape Cod. And to me, I thought it was great seafood, the breeze from the ocean, and a delicious bag of barbecue chips. But we'll talk about more later on. Anyways, welcome in Critics Collective. We're going to review a television show from Netflix. Technically, it's Starz, but it's now Netflix now, and we'll see what Netflix does with it, or if they will do something with it. We are talking Hightown. Now, why are we talking about Hightown? We're talking about Hightown because of the Hunting Wives. The Hunting Wives on Netflix has gotten people aroused. I mean, in a good way. Calm down. In a good way. Where people want more shows that are kind of like that. They're a little spicy, a little adult in the lovemaking scene, if you know what I mean. But having some type of drama, some kind of crime, something that's going on where you got to figure out and you got to sit there and say, you know, their life is messier than mine. So I think I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? Now, another one that I should have reviewed, it should be out there, was Unbearable Sins. That one I thought I gave it a good rating. I don't know how you feel about it. Put in the comments on this one or the other one, but I'm not rating these based off of, man, these deserve an Oscar based off of the storyline alone. It's a nice little blend. And of the three that are kind of coming up, and this is one of the three, I feel like this is the better storyline of all of them. So I gave you one that had a little bit more lovemaking in it, and still kind of kept the drama. This one I'm gonna give you, it's got a little lovemaking in it, got a little, if that's your thing. But if you really want a drama, if you want something where like this is a little brutal, and I'm still gonna keep watching, Hightown. Okay, so this series came out in 2020. It went all the way to 2024, and Starz canceled it for budget cut reasons. They canceled it. Netflix picked it up, and so you're going to start to see it pop up on your social media. You're going to, if you haven't seen it already, it'll probably be suggested to you, just like this was, you know? So the storyline for this is set in the world, a beautiful but bleak Cape Cod. One woman's journey to sobriety is to overshadow murder investigations, dragging her into a deep, dark place. That, to me, that's a lot. It doesn't spoil anything, but man, if you're dealing with an addiction and then you got to go ahead and like solve crimes, like, and crimes aren't good crimes. Like, as a parent, there's crimes, right? There's crimes like who went in the cookie jar they weren't supposed to. Do I hear the little ones in the room when they're supposed to be can sleep before school? Those are the crimes a lot of times as parents have to deal with. But doing that, man, that's something. So I'm gonna go on my lows, go all the way to highs. My lows is there should be a season 4. Should be a season 4. At least Netflix, somebody give us a season 4. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but season 3 ends on a cliffhanger. It's going to be literally you hanging off the cliff of Cape Cod with a bag of chips and maybe a whale jumping in the background like Free Willy. It's epic. For you to leave us on that, it feels some kind of way. But if you come back with another season and it's the last season of Game of Thrones, then I don't want that either. So I'm just gonna have to take this for what it is. Other negative thing I would say about it is there are some episodes that kind of have slow moments. They're not to say that they're filler episodes in the sense, like, think about the show Breaking Bad. There's some shows, Sons of Anarchy, The Shield, where Empire, where it just like the episode didn't add to the story. It was just an episode. And then you get the bigger ones, you know, the season finales, the start of the season, you know, certain stuff like that. And I felt like this does a really good job of keeping the heat on the fire, I guess, keeping the heat to you, where you're like, okay, well, I'm going to keep watching. This is a really, I would say, going into the pros, this is a binge-worthy show. This is a show that you can sit back and watch all the episodes, and it's going to catch you. It's going to hook you, and it is brutal. It is sad. I like the lighting of it. It does have it in a dark, bluish, grayish tent. The cast, I enjoyed the cast. The lead on this, I believe I've seen her on the Chicago universe. Yeah, Chicago PD, Chicago MD, Chicago Fire. Like I feel maybe I think she was a firefighter. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I feel like I've seen her in that and something else. I can't remember. But I thought the cast was really good. I thought the pacing of suspense when they wanted you to feel that certain people were in danger and some people are in danger. Girl, you're in danger. I thought they did a really good job of that. So let's go ahead and rate it. I can't say too much because I don't want to mess this up for anybody who's watching. But if you want a cop drama, you like mystery, you like drama, you like a little bit of the spicy. It's spicy. Then you'll probably like this. 5 is excellent. 0 is horrible. We're talking Hightown. It's a TV series. It came from Starz. Now it's home on Netflix. It has 3 seasons. Okay. 3 seasons. Each episode a little bit under an hour. This is for adults. Make sure the kids aren't here. Put them to bed or have them in the other room or their tablet. Have them on their tablet. If you're a tablet parent, we don't judge. We just listen here at the Critics Collective. Hit the subscribe button, like, and follow for more. Ring the notification bell. But look, if you just turn them the opposite way where they can't look backwards, but they can see their tablet, then that's fine. And that works. I'm going to go ahead and rate Hightown. I'm going to rate a 4. I think it's is it in the same as the I think Unbearable Sins that I mentioned before, that other review. I know it has a better story and better pacing, and the way they tell that story is much better. I think the other one is to add to the conversation of the hunting wives, where people like, I want something steamy, because you got Devilish Maids, just another show that has a really good storyline, and it's not giving you necessarily steamy stuff. So it's kind of hard to kind of gauge what you want, what the people want. But if you want to keep the mood going, and this keeps the mood, going for you because you're in the mood, check out We Vibe. Check out the links. Get a nice little kickback. They got some products in there that will surely keep the vibe or the mood going. Now, you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. I greatly appreciate that. Until next time, kalika-lika-lao.